everybody. So I wanted to pop on really quick and just talk to you about some things that's happening around here. So I know that I talk a little bit about how Curtis struggles with reading, and this last Friday we did a specials day. So we didn't do real intense on book work, but I decided to really focus in on Curtis's reading. And so I found some YouTube videos and different things on phonics, and then I stumbled across a video that was actually meant to teach people how to write English and that kind of thing when they're coming from other countries, I believe. That's the way I kind of perceived it. But it was like a really great video, so I thought, I'm going to try this, and I'm going to try showing this to Curtis because I think that it would help him. So I popped that up on our TV, in our little setup that we do, and it's about a 10-minute video. I'll actually try to link that for you guys, either down in the descriptions or in a little pop-up here. But this video just kind of breaks down how words are formed, and how the verbs and where they're placed makes a difference, and it talks about consonants and how, you know, if there's a certain amount of consonants, then if there's two in a multi-syllable word, then you split them in half and it makes this one say that. And anyways, it's great. And he watched it that day, and we read his little short story book. There's different stories each day that we've been trying to work on, and it took him it had taken him about an hour and a half the day before. But that time when he read it, the same story that he had read the day before, it took him 15 minutes. And that was huge. I was just amazed that it only took him 15 minutes to read that same story. So I was like, okay, well, maybe that was a fluke. Maybe he was just being better focused, which he was being better focused. But I just thought it was amazing. So I thought, you know what, we're going to try this again. So today, it's Monday. Today we sat down with his storybook. And before we sat down with it, we went through that same video, but I paused. Instead of watching the video from front to back, we stopped the video and talked about specific things to be looking for as we're reading, and concepts. And so we finished that, and we sat down with his book, and it took him 35 minutes to read one of his stories, which the stories in this particular book are exactly the same length. So I thought that was great on his first try going through 35 minutes. So we timed him, and I said, you know what, buddy, when Daddy gets home, you can read the same story to him and see if you can get it even faster. And he liked that idea, so we put his time to be on the whiteboard. And when Daddy got home, he sat down with him, and he read his book in 19 minutes. That was I think 16-minute difference, and it was just like, okay, this is really working. He is finally learning how to read. And it was like a great moment, like a great homeschooling mom moment, to see that it's working, that he is learning how to read. It was like this, you know, I'm so grateful that he is learning. But it was so cute, guys. I also have to say, he got the Holy Ghost at church yesterday, and today, before he even started watching his video, he prayed, and he prayed, Lord, help me to read better. And then as he was reading the story the first time through, he stopped and he prayed, and he said, Lord, help me read better. And he did this like 3 times throughout the day. The cutest thing, but he has faith that the Lord will help him read. And I definitely want to give God credit for helping him and helping me and guiding me, finding resources to help him as well. It's just to see progress after so long is just great. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. If you guys are struggling with children who are having trouble reading, there's hope. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, and they will learn. And I know it's a struggle now, but, just grab onto those little things. Put little tricks in there, like little competition like we did today. Like, oh, let's see how fast you can read it again. I had a lady from my church. She has my son's best friend is her son, and she was telling me a trick that she uses with her son to get him to do tasks is to say, well, let's see how far we can get in 10 minutes. And so, he's like, oh yeah, and he goes and he goes and he goes for those 10 minutes and usually gets the task done or almost done. And so I'm trying to implement that kind of an idea into our learning too, and obviously it paid off in a very big way. Don't be afraid to ask questions to other people, even if it's not like, that wasn't even related to reading, but I just asked how does she help him focus, and that was one thing that she gave me. So don't be afraid to ask people for a little advice, even if it's just kind of like broad. They might give you some little nugget of information that will help you, like it did with me with him with reading. It wasn't so much the focus thing, it was, oh, I get to try to do this again and do it even better. And he really liked that idea. Like I said, I'm going to try to put that link down into the description for you so that you can have access to the videos we've been using on YouTube. I hope you all have a good evening, and I'll see you next time.